It's been a while. Of course, I meant to do more videos over the winter, but you know, the weather, it's just cold. But today's rather nice, actually. It's about 65, about 18 for you Celsius types. Anyhow, I thought I'd do a short video here on how I did the shifter for this automatic conversion on my 1975 Series 3 X-MOD. The engine and the transmission were put in by a previous owner. When I got it, he had a functional shifter in there. It worked, but I personally just didn't really like the way that it looked, and I thought I could do something better. A little research, I found that people were taking these Lokar brand shifters, mostly meant for hot rods and whatnot, and adapting them for use on the ZF transmissions. And yeah, it works and looks pretty good. Initially, there was a guy on the Defender Source forum that was selling kits that utilized this plate down here and his own proprietary linkage back in here, as well as a longer arm that attached to the transmission itself, the shifting portion. That worked. I didn't like how high it sat, because this plate initially you sandwiched it in between here, and that's why you had to use his proprietary linkage here, because the distance here is longer. What I did is I took that plate and I moved it. I moved it down underneath here, put in longer bolts, some spacers, and then bolted that through the plate there. And the Lokar shifter is just still bolted in its normal spot. Let me go around the other side here. You can kind of get a little better look on how that works. Okay. So also, by lowering that down to where I did, I didn't have to use a longer piece here. I used the standard one, and you see it's operated by a rod and not a cable. So it's actually quite solid. It shifts well. I mean, it's automatic, so but there's no play in it. I've got it adjusted really good. To operate the Lokar, it has a button here at the top, and you push that in, and then you can shift to wherever you need to. The model that you have to use is for the 700 R4 transmission. You just get a floor mount one, and you could make up your own plate here. This is like a 1/4-inch steel, looks like. But yeah, it's worked out pretty good. When the previous owner put in the V8 engine and the transmission, of course, he set it back a little bit so that you could still keep the series look on the front end. But of course, that means that the shifters here fouled the seat box. And again, when I got it, he had his own transmission tunnel in here, and it was perfectly functional. But I thought I could make something a little better. So what I did is, well, I had to remake my own diaphragm here, and my own transmission tunnel. And then, you know, that I had to make an attachment point, of course, here on the seat box for my own transmission tunnel. This is, you may recognize it, it's from a R380 diaphragm. That's all riveted on there solid. The seat box is reinforced here with steel. You can kind of see it here. It's like a 1-inch square tube, and it's bolted in there to really reinforce it. And, I mean, you can see. I mean, I can't budge that. I mean, even though the seat box is cut right through the middle there, it is solid. You know, it does not go anywhere. I mean, yeah, you get, there's a slight bit of flex here, but you get that on the regular one anyhow. I'll show you the tunnel and diaphragm that I made so that this would all fit. So yeah, I made this. As you can see, there's the other side. It's basically R380, and that's an extension that I made, and it of course attaches to what's the Series 3 bulkhead. Works out pretty good. Here is the transmission tunnel I made. This is stainless steel, actually. I made it out of some stainless steel sheet, bent into place. You'll bend it at the bottom so it can attach to the floor. The inner metal ring here actually came out of a trashed R380 tunnel, and then the outer metal ring I made. That's all. You can't really see it there, but that's been welded to the top there and riveted with a reinforcement. The inside has some kill mat and some little bit of insulation for the transmission tunnel. You know, it helps keep things a little quiet. You know, I did the same thing here on the inside of the diaphragm. But yeah, and by doing all that, of course, it gives it a better look than having like a, instead of putting like a shifter in from a Discovery or something like that. You know, you have something that looks the part, but of course, you still only have 2 pedals here, not 3. And thought some of you might enjoy that. There's not a lot of information out there on using auto transmissions in Series and Defender vehicles that have been retrofitted. A lot of times when you do see it, it tends to be they go for the like a 97 Defender NAS style, which is fine, but I wanted something that looked a little bit more military, I guess you'd say, since this is an XMOD Series 3. But there you go. It's all squeezed in there, and it runs good now. I'll probably do another video here. Actually, I might do it right now on some other aspect of this that somebody might be interested in. But thanks for watching.